The Yaesu FT5DR, in my humble opinion, is the best VHF UHF handheld ham radio on the market today. But it is certainly not without its quirks. And Yaesu should be embarrassed at the obscene amount of time that it takes to charge this 2200 milliamp hour battery. This time on K8MRD Radio Stuff. So what are we supposed to do to charge this? Well, I have a second battery, but the problem is Yaesu doesn't ship this with a cradle. I love the fact that you can charge it right on the radio. I love that. But the charger they ship with it is so ridiculously slow. Even if you plug it into 12 volt or 13.8 volt, it doesn't charge any faster. I'm gonna do some tests to find out. Now you can go on Gigaparts or Ham Radio Outlet or wherever you want and spend 40 some odd dollars for a drop-in charge controller that, in my opinion, for $500 you spent on this radio, Yaesu should ship that with it, okay? It's just my opinion. But since I'm a man of spite, I did not go buy Yaesu's drop-in charger. I went on Amazon and found a drop-in charger that will charge the FT5DR and the FT1 and the 2 and the 3 and all of this style battery for about 25 bucks. So let's hop over on the bench. We will take a look at it, and I want to do some charging time tests and do some time lapse and see how long these different methods of charging take with this obscenely long to charge radio. I do still love it though. So here we are. Let's take a look at what we get. Here is a, let's see, a 12 volt, 1 amp charger, or whatever you want to call this. And here is the cradle itself. It looks exactly like Yaesu's charging cradle. I mean, it is spot on. Desktop charger, 12 volts, 1000 milliamp, output 10.8 volts. So it's like, why does this charge faster than this just being plugged directly into the radio? Doesn't make any sense to me at all. But you can see it fits just fine. If you have your spare battery, which I like to do is just drop the spare battery in there, and it works fine. So let's plug this in. We've got our little coaxial cable that this will actually fit in the radio there. Start charging it, no problem, okay? And we can also plug it in here, and doesn't look like anything happens, but when we put a battery in there, we get the little indicator light, and it's red when it's charging, and it turns green when it's not, or when it's full rather. One thing I haven't tried yet, I haven't plugged this into a 13 volt power supply, so let's try that and see if we break it. Well, the light's turned on, so that looked good. Let's do that again. Yeah, looks like it should work just fine plugged into a 13 volt power supply. That is fantastic news right there. Nothing is smoking, nothing is burning, no bad smells. So looks like we are safe to plug this into a 13.8 volt power supply, which is what it's plugged into right now. Another important thing to note, as this is charging, I have my 7610 on. I'm not seeing any kind of radio frequency interference from any bad circuitry or anything in here. So it appears to be a clean power supply RF-wise. Now, to be fair, the battery life on the Yaesu FT5 is actually pretty darn good. Even beaconing APRS, it's generally lasted me, let's say, all day, okay? What I want to do now is I'm going to do some experiments. I've completely drained the battery, and I'm going to charge it up using the stock charger that came with it. Then I'm going to drain the battery, and I'm going to charge it up with the quick charger from Amazon, and we're going to take a look at the results. So looking at this time-lapse footage, we can see that with the Yaesu stock charger, it's taking over 10 hours to charge a depleted battery on the FT5D. That is just insane. Completely unacceptable in my humble opinion. Next, I did a full charge cycle with the radio plugged directly into my 13.8 volt power supply, and as you can see from this time-lapse footage, it still took around 8 hours to charge. A little bit of an improvement, but still a really long time to charge a 2200 milliamp hour battery. Now we can see, as we're charging with the drop-in charger from Amazon, our charge time is about 4 hours now. Way better, and that's very acceptable. 4 hours to charge a 2200 milliamp hour battery is about what I would expect for it to charge. And for almost half the price of what Yaesu's charging. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. I've been experimenting with this for about the last 2 weeks. I can't speak highly enough about it. It's got a lot of good reviews on Amazon too, so it's not just me So I'm gonna say screw the Yaesu charger, buy the one on Amazon. I will leave an affiliate link in the bottom. You don't have to use it, but you know, for my troubles, if you will, and for yours. Guys, if you like this kind of stuff, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, you can go to patreon.com/K8MRD Radio Stuff. And until next time, we will see you again on another episode of K8MRD Radio Stuff. 73, guys.